Okay, this is a wet January morning 2019, and I'm just about to start planting some or sowing some tomato seeds onto kitchen paper. Now, these are very old tomato seeds. I think I bought them about 3 years ago from Wilkinson's, and they're a multi-variety pack that I never got around to planting them all. I've taken bits out because, as you always get, loads and loads of tomato seeds in one hit. Anyway, so I've got 3 packs left with a few seeds in each, and I'm just going to sow them on paper, moistened tissue paper that are sat in the lids of cream cartons. Now, I have loads of these because I like it in my coffee. It stops me having sugar. Anyway, so what I do is I write the variety on the base of the lid. I scrunch up some kitchen towel, moisten it, pour the seeds on, and then I will put the carton upside down on top of it and then pop it on the windowsill in the living room, which is the warmest place in the house, for it to germinate and see what happens. And if it germinates, happy days. If it doesn't, well, it hasn't taken any compost up or anything like that. Anyway, so I just use a Sharpie for writing the name on the lid and a pair of tweezers just to move the seeds around so they don't clump up. Anyway, I shall catch up with you in a bit. Okay, the 3 varieties I will be planting are Costo Luto Fiorentino, excuse my Italian, Tigerella, and Red Plum. But I've also just been digging around in my seed tin, and I've just discovered some Marmande tomato seeds that I saved from 2014, which was 5 years ago. Anyway, for a laugh, I'm going to put those in as well. Right, so here they are. So those are Marmande tomato seeds from 2014. Let's see what happens. Right, I'm going to crack on with this and I'll get back to you. Right, so there was nothing difficult about that, was there? Right, we'll see what happens now. I'm going to pop these on the windowsill. I'll just put the cream carton on top of the Marmande, and away we go. And by the way, did I say that I use a bit of cream in my coffee? Oops, there goes my heart attack. Okay, so there we go. There's the cartons popped up onto the windowsill, and as you can see, a bit of a miserable old day outside. Anyway, part of the reason for doing this is last year I found a packet of seed. They were radish seeds. They were from 1987. Bearing in mind this is 2019. Anyway, they were a half pack. They'd already been opened, and I chucked them in the ground, and believe it or not, some of them came up. So I've actually saved those seeds because, if they've come from a seed source that will remain viable for an extremely long time, then that's got to have some kind of value, hasn't it? Anyway, so if some of these old seeds come to anything, then I'm sure they'll be a useful addition to my seed collection, and which I'm just starting actually. And if not, then I haven't lost anything. As you can see, it's very cheap and cheerful. It's not taking up much room, and well, they're just sat there on the windowsill, looking happy. Anyway, you take care. Bye. As you can see, I've got plenty of other uses for the cream cartons. The lids make a good holder for the water as it comes out the bottom, and also I just poke 6 or 7 holes in the bottom of the carton with the tweezers, and just top it up with compost. So there you go. You've got a nice little plant pot, which obviously doesn't cost you anything. In fact, you're just going to throw it away. But I've also got a use for the old milk bottles, or milk cartons rather. One what I've got here is cuttings from a green gauge that was lopped at the allotment when we were moving a shed for someone. It was a branch that was in the way, so I just took some cuttings off there. Some josterberry cuttings from the allotment, some pear cuttings which have been done in a slightly different way, and there's some black currant also from the allotment. Now, I mean, these are just freebies and I'm just experimenting. Basically, I've half filled the cartons with water, or in this case the bag with water. I've just placed the lid on gently so as air can get in and out, and I haven't quite sealed the bag here. Really, it's just an experiment. I mean, obviously with green gauges and pears, the rootstock that comes out won't be possibly a particularly good rootstock, and that's if they root at all. You know, they may not root at all, but it's just wood that was going to be chucked away, so I thought, well, let's have an experiment. Anyway, there's an aloe vera there, and there's also a rogue tomato plant that that grew. It grew some, and it grew some more. And if it survives till about March, April time, I might even stick it in the polytunnel, which is down there behind the wheelbarrow and the fire bin. And there's my lovely door. Right, anyway, onwards and upwards.